Purnamada
Om Purnamada
Purnamidam
Purnamidam
Purnat
Purnat
Purnamudachyate
Purnamudachyate
Purnasya
Purnasya
Purnamadaya
Purnamadaya
Purnameva
Purnameva
Avashishyate
Avashishyate
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Good evening all. Welcome to the Upanishad class, 8th class on Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasya, this Upanishad has all dimensions of yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, and knowledge part, jnana yoga is there, and Raja yoga, all 4 dimensions this covers. This mantra, Upanishad, the part of Shukla Yajurveda, revealed through Yajnavalkya, and it is one of the shortest of the Upanishads. 18 mantras, and the Shanti mantra. Every Upanishad has a Shanti mantra. Both Shukla Yajurveda has the same Shanti mantra. Brihadaranyaka and Ishavasya are part of Shukla Yajurveda. Starts with Purnamada. It is talking about the completeness of Bhagavan. It is talking about the completeness. He is complete, and his completeness is not affected by anything external. He is always complete. He is always Purna. Purna, complete means even if you take out or add, the completeness not affected. It is apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvata. We also should be that way, like a ocean is always complete. Whether rivers join in or in the summer days rivers don't come, it's always experiencing the completeness. This Upanishad, it is talking about the completeness. This is our journey also. Always we are sulking, we got something, we did not get something, and we should have got more, and there is always whinging is there, always sense of incompleteness is there. When can we experience the completeness? As a child, always we were complaining, we want more, we want more. We want that toy, we want this toy. As a child, we were complaining. As an adult, we are complaining that we want promotion, we want that job, we are not happy. And in the old age, again complaining that I could have lived better. What is the occasion when I am experiencing the completeness? Have I ever experienced the completeness? This Upanishad is talking about. We have to experience that one. This Ishavasya Upanishad starts with, to begin with, why the source of unhappiness, source of discontentment. It is because of we think we want more. It is talking about why are you putting so much of demand? You want that one. Ishavasya idam sarvam. He is the Ishavasya. This world belongs to him. What is there, your right to claim, it is yours. It is not yours. Ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagatam tena tektena bunjitaha magrada kasya siddhanam. The secret of happiness, the understand this is not your world. You are here to play the game of the life which has been allocated to you. It is not your world. You have been given an opportunity to excel. Tena tektena bunjitaha. So overcome the attachment, this is mine and I want that one. Bunjitaha, learn to enjoy the play the game without any responsibility, misconstrued responsibility. The next one, kurvanneveha karmani
कुर्वन्नेवेह कर्माणि
जिजीविषे च तं समाः
जिजीविषे च तं समाः
एवं त्वयि नान्यते तोस्ति
एवं तयि नान्यते तोस्ति
न कर्मा लिप्यते नरे
न कर्मा लिप्यते नरे
कुर्वन् इह कर्माणि एव इह कर्माणि. You have right only to do, like karmanyevadikaraste. Eva, to do the action alone is your right. Kurvan eva iha karmani. You do this one, that is only right. What is in your hand is to do your best. And at that same time, aspire to play the game well. Not to, some children, they say, I am upset, I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Jiji Vishay Chatam. Play the game well. The moment Bhagavan has allowed you to exist, that means throw your heart behind your action. You play. Play the game well. Jiji Vishay Chatam Samaha. Play that one. Jiji Evam Twayi Nanyate Tosti Na Karma Lipete Nare. If you play the game this way, karma won't bind you. The karma won't bind you. And the third one, the Asurya Namate Loka
Asurya Namate Loka
Andena Tamasavritaha
Andena Tamasavritaha
Tangste Pretyabhi Gachanti
Tangste Pretyabhi Gachanti
Yeke cha Atmahano Janaha.
Yeke cha Atmahano Janaha.
One who is not interested in playing the game this way and get possessive of the things, I want that one and this is mine. They Asurya, they are bounded. They are not moving towards the path of freedom, rather they go towards the path of darkness. Asurya namate loka andena tamasa avritaha. They go to the world which is filled with the darkness, confusion, ignorance, bondage, suffering. Aprapyamam nivartante. Bhagavan in the 16th chapter, Asura people, Sura means one who is going towards the light. Surya means people, seekers of light. Asurya means seekers of darkness. And Sri Krishna in the 16th chapter talks about those people. They keep on going in the path of darkness again and again. And they go to the path of darkness and get bound more and more. Asurya namate loka andena tamasa avritaha tangste pretyabhi gachanti. Preta means the one, not only this life will be miserable, even when they leave the body, that soul is bound. Soul is goes. Even the soul goes to the path of darkness. The illumined people, how they die when you go to a place, go to a new country. Next year we are going to Kailas, Mount Kailas. For example, the agent said she will receive us in the airport when we get off. We feel very good. Somebody is there waiting for us. Suppose you go to a place, nobody is there to receive. You don't know what to do. That is what Surya, seekers of knowledge, when they give up the body, they will be accompanied by illumined people. They will guide them. Seekers of darkness, no wise person will be there. Only the negative people. Here also torture, negative people start jeering at you and ridiculing you and take you further into darkness. Pretyabhi gachanti, thanks te pretyabhi gachanti, atmahano janaha. Atmahano janaha means the people though know what is right, those who are destroying themselves. As the time progresses, Srimad Bhagavatam talks about in Satya Yuga, everyone, the Dharma was standing on 4 legs. In Treta Yuga, Dharma was standing on only 3 legs. In Dwapara Yuga, 2 legs. Dharma was standing on 2 legs. And in Kali Yuga, Dharma is standing on only 1 leg. 3 legs, there is no Dharma. Majority are adharmic. There is talks about in Kali Yuga, nobody is interested in only how to make money, how to cheat, how to enjoy, and the seekers of knowledge are very few. People are in anxiety mode, depression mode, and the Srimad Bhagavatam already talks about anxiety and depression. Everyone wants to grab it as quickly as we can, and they can, and they have no concept of the God. They don't want to say. It is talking about though repeating the divine name is so easy. When you get up, you can say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, but still we don't want to say that one. Even when you get up and when you stumble, people swear. Instead of swearing, you can say Rama, Krishna. It's instead of swearing, people for each and everything they start swearing. Replace that one if you sneeze, and you can say a divine name. Any occasion, but Bhagavatam says, though it is so easy, they don't want to do that one. Though prompted, even in the last minute of their life also, they don't want to repeat. Very old maybe, they have no regret. That is how the majority of people, which we can see that one. And the 4th one, Aneja dekam manaso javiyo.
Aneja dekam manaso javiyo.
Nainad deva apnuvan purvamarshata.
Nainad deva apnuvan purvamarshata.
Taddavato nanyate eti tishtata.
Taddavato nanyate eti tishtata.
Tasminapo matarishva dadati.
Tasminapo matarishva dadati.
Where is that one? Anejat ekam manaso javiyo. That it doesn't move. Anejat, it doesn't move, and ekam manaso javiyo, it is faster than the mind. Deva apnuvan, through your senses you cannot reach it. However fast you run, that is, he is already there. You cannot beat the one always pervading. This belongs to him. You cannot overrule. However much the Ravana tried, took all the austerity, blessings, he wanted to vanquish or Hiranyakashipu, vanquish the Supreme Lord. However much they tried, they could not. They did intense tapas to overrule, but they could not. Tadejati tannejati.
Tadejati tannejati.
Tadhure tadvantike.
Tadhure tadvantike.
Tadantarasya sarvasya.
Tadantarasya sarvasya.
Tadu sarvasyasya bahyata.
Tadu sarvasyasya bahyatah.
Ejati tannejati. That Supreme Lord, where is there? Tad ejati. Tan ejati. Ejati, it moves. It moves along with, it is there within everyone. It moves along with all the mobile things. Tanne jati is it's not only within, it's outside also. It's complete. That's why it doesn't move. It is so far, further than the furthest. Tadantike, closer than the closest. It is further than the furthest, closer than the closest. Tadu anta tadantarasya sarvasya antarasya, it is within everything. Sarvasya bahyata, You can't say it is your private property, it is outside everything also. Yastu sarvani bhutani
यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतानि
atmanyevanupashyati
आत्मन्येवानुपश्यति
sarvabhuteshu chatmanam
सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं
tato na vijigupsate.
ततो न विजुगुप्सते
Yastu sarvani bhutani, that Supreme Lord, He is there. Sarvani bhutani atman eva anupashyati. It is there within to be experienced. Sarva bhuteshu chatmanam, it is there within everyone. When He is there, everyone, what is there to dislike? What is there to feel repulsed by something? He is there within everything. And that shows He is there within, and what is there to be repulsed. So no job is small, no job is big. I may be the scavenger, cleaning job or executive job. Every job is the same. Bhagavan is saying all jobs are sacred, because He is there within. Vijigupsate, what is there to get repulsed? I can't do that job. I can't do that job. He is there within everyone. And next one, Yasmin sarvani bhutani
यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि
atmanyeva bhutvijanatah
आत्मन्येवाभूद्विजानतः
tatra ko mohaka shoka
तत्र को मोहकः शोकः
ekatvam anupashyata.
एकत्वम् अनुपश्यतः
Yasmin sarvani bhutani, He is there within every being. Atmanyeva bhutvijanatah, within one can, by contemplating, one can experience that one. Then where is the confusion? Where is the sorrow? He is there within, and our whole world is sustained by Him, and me also. He is sustaining me also. When He is sustaining me and sustaining the world, tatrako, where is the delusion? There, where is the sorrow? You see that one, anupashyata, within everyone. And the eighth one we saw last week, sapariyagan shukram
सपर्यागन् शुक्रम्
akayam
कायम्
akayam
अकायम्
avarnam
अवर्णम्
ashnaviram
अश्नाविरम्
shuddham
शुद्धम्
apapavidham
पापविद्धम्
apapavidham
अपापविद्धम्
kavirmanishi
कविर्मनीषी
paribhu swayambhu
परिभू स्वयंभू
yata tatvata
यथा तत्यथा
arthan vedadat
अर्थान् व्यदधा
vedadat arthan vedadat shashvatebhya samabhyah.
शाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः
And his another quality, adjectives. Pariyagan, he is paripurna, he is all pervading. And Pariyagan Shukram, he is Shukram means it's a pure and most pure. Akayam means he doesn't have a gross body like us. Gross body means it's very gross. He is a fine body. Gross means impure. He doesn't have impure body. Avarnam means without any the particular color. Varna also means the what varna. Chaturvaryanyam maya srishta gunakarma swabhava, your nature. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, he is beyond all. Avarnam, Ashnaviram, his body is not made up of flesh and the Stula Deha. Ashnaviram, no Stula Deha. Ashnaviram, Shuddham, and Apapa Vidham, most pure. Kavir. No, Kavi means knower of everything. Manishi, master of the mind. Paribhu Swayambhuhu. He's Paripurna, he's all complete. It's self-dependent. He is self-existing. Yata Tattvato Arthan, Tattvato is the essence of everything. Vedaschad etibhyaha, he allocates the role. We say, I have a job to do, I can't come to yoga, I have to do this job, I have that job, I have to do. Who is that allocating the job? What makes us to take that responsibility? This is my job. He allocates the task to everyone. Whether the Shashvatebhya Samabhyaha, he is very fair and is the eternal. Then the ninth one is today's verse. Andantama pravishanti.
Andantama pravishanti.
Ye avidyan upasate.
Ye sambhuti.
Avidya. Andantama pravishanti.
Andantama pravishanti.
Ye avidyan upasate.
Ye avidyan upasate.
Tato bhuya ivate tamo.
Tato bhuya ivate tamo.
Yau
Yau
vidyayam rataha.
vidyayam rataha.
It is contradictory, and it is talking about one who is contemplating on the avidya. Avidya means ignorance part. Contemplating only on that one, they go to the andantama, go the path of darkness. And one who contemplates only on the knowledge, they go into deeper darkness. It is talking about one who contemplates only on the negative, they go to a darkness. Only who contemplates on the knowledge, and they go to a deeper darkness. Avidyam rataha tato bhuyavite tamo yau vidyayam rataham. Andantama, it's a tamas. Tamas means darkness. Tamo guna, anda, darkness. And avidya upasate, one who is only no knowledge, not seeking the knowledge, only the wrong information, only leads to one's ruin. And vidyayam rataha, one who is contemplating only on the knowledge. So in a driving school, if I am going to a driving school, they teach me what to do, what not to do. We need to know do's and don'ts, not to just only what to do. So if you do not learn the electricity you are learning in only if you are learning about the benefits of electricity, how to connect, how to wire, and how to run the instrument, how to run the machine, that is the knowledge part. You should know while working on the electricity what you should not do. Allow not to make short circuit, not to touch the live wire. You should know both. If you are only doing the live wire, I should not touch, I may get a shock. So I won't be, I'm so scared. I don't want to get involved with that one. I don't want to learn. I don't want to come near the electricity. I better have no electricity in my house. So there will be a darkness. So one who knows only what to do and not learnt the electricity, you have to protect yourself. Even if you are touching the live wire, you have to make sure that the line is off, or wear proper insulator and whatever. If I do not know, it is worse than not doing anything. That shock I will get, I may ruin my life. The person who is not doing anything, scared of doing, the one is car driving, accident will happen. Accident will happen. I don't want to do any driving. So it is so much of restriction in my life. One, that is the I can't enjoy the full of my life because so scared to drive. On the other token, I know how to drive the car, but I do not know the road rules. So my life will be even worse than those who do not drive. If I have an accident, it will can be fatal or may be hospitalized for life. So it is talking about the Shastras also. When you are learning the knowledge also, knowledge, Vidhi and Nishiddha, you should know. Vidhi means what to do, Nishiddha means what not to do. You have to learn, the school, they teach both Vidhi and Nishiddha. Nishiddha means what not to do, only that in the schools, many religion, many sects, they talk about don't do that one, don't do that one, don't do that one. They prohibit everything. Prohibit, that person will run away, not doing. One Vidhi, one who does the Vidhi, keep on doing, but without knowing where one should put a break, Lakshman Rekha, that person may fall even further. So this Upanishad is talking about one must know what is Vidhi, what you should do, Nishiddha, what you should not do, you should know. That is in yoga it is talking about Yama and Niyama. The Vidhi is Niyama part, Nishiddha is Yama part. Himsa no. Nishiddha means no. Himsa no. Ahimsa, asatya no. The carefree life no. Brahmacharya, that is ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya. Then keep on accumulating no. And brahmacharya, asteyan, stealing no. No. You should know what is Nishiddha. And then what you have to inculcate. Vidya means Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana. These are the you must, and what to do, what not to do. And when you know what should not do, then you get what is called as Dukkha Nivritti. Dukkha Nivritti, the staying away from Nishiddha, Avidya, Dukkha Nivritti, sorrow will be mitigated. And doing the Vidya, Sukha Prapti, you get the happiness. The purpose of everyone is to get the Sukha Prapti, Dukkha Nivritti. The sorrows must go, happiness should come. You should sorrow will go by avoiding the avidya, and following the vidya, sukha prapti. Dukkha nivritti and sukha prapti happens through this one. And in Mundaka Upanishad talks about dve vidye veditavye paracha aparacha. You should know both Vidya and Avidya. Vidya and Avidya, if you are so careful for your child, always so protective, child won't learn to walk also. Always if you are holding the hand of a child, child won't get the confidence. Child has to fall few times and must have bruises. And so that is the hard lesson. Vidya and Avidya must be there. Then only the personality blossoms. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate
उदच्यते
पूर्णस्य
पूर्णस्य
पूर्णमादाय
पूर्णमादाय
पूर्णमेव
पूर्णमेव
अवशिष्यते
अवशिष्यते
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
नमो नमः. And now the ask me a question series. Any comments? Learning, Amrit, any learning for you? Anyone else? Sumana, you have a comment?
Yeah, no, I think today's was that it's not just enough to learn what to do. It's your prerequisite is you have to learn what not to do. So like even as you said, road rules or anything like that. Yeah, we have to, even in, like I was just thinking about, like even in chemistry labs, you know, when we were doing chemistry, first, you know, they, you know, let us play with, especially organic chemistry, this chemical, that chemical, you know, there is, you know, when you mix, you know, correct quantity of this chemical to that chemical, you get a chemical reaction. But yeah, when you sort of, don't follow those principles, what happens? And I remember, like I was remembering my chemistry teacher, he used to just sit and watch us in the background and we being cheeky, say, oh, add more of this, add more of that. He wouldn't say anything. Then he'll say, you know, if when we don't get the result, he will say, you know, like, I just let you play with it so you know what is, you know, what is not to be done and when you get the correct reaction. So, you know, so I guess that was the main takeaway, that you know, when you know things that you shouldn't do, then obviously the things that you should do fall in place. And you mentioned that there will be no, like, dukkha, like, because you know what is right, wrong and what is right. So that's how you learn.
Yeah, coming to the chemistry, diluting the sulfuric acid, for example, how to dilute? You should add sulfuric acid into a beaker of water. That is how you dilute. Suppose it's the same process, if you add water into the beaker of the sulfuric acid, it will come out and acid will fall onto your face. It's the same thing, just adding water. What is that one, what is not? Okay, and yeah. Now, any more learning?
I think for me that one learning was when you said goal of life is sukha prapti and dukkha nivritti. I think it was very profound. Because yes, instead of harping over what's not going right, why don't we look at what to do and what not to do? I think that was a big learning for me for today.
Okay, thank you. And any more comment?
Guruji, can I? Because for me, the last mantra was pretty hard to understand. It's like really contradiction. And the last when you talk like vidya and avidya, we keep both, because I always thought that we need to get rid of avidya, which is like an ignorance, but we need it in order to learn. Did I understand right? So.
No, without vidya has to know, you want to get the happiness. Why you want to get the happiness if you do not know what is suffering? Without suffering, there is no meaning for happiness, enjoying. When ignorance is there, then only you will strive for knowledge. If ignorance is not there, there is no drive for you to learn.
So it is like a starting point, yes?
Yes, that's right. If the other one is not there, this one, yeah.
And like, two small questions. One, you told that all jobs are sacred, and like your example, I understand totally. But like now, if you consider different jobs, for example, some people work in slaughterhouses, or they sell alcohol, for example, are they also considered like sacred, or they are just